Welcome to Charlie Jane Speakers Radio. This is the show where we share speaking tips, tools, and resources to help you grow your public speaking business. Our goal at Charlie Jane is to get you, the speaker, on the platform in front of thousands of people so that you can teach and motivate your audience, enriching and empowering them to lead fulfilling lives. And now, here's your host, Wendy McNeil.
Hey there, it's Wendy McNeil here with Charlie Jane Speakers. Thank you for tuning in to today's podcast. Today's going to be a great podcast. We are talking about the number one mistake new speakers make with their bio and how to fix it. But first, I'd like to welcome my listeners over to our free Facebook group. It is called Breakthrough Public Speakers. Breakthrough Public Speakers. I will leave the link in the show notes. I can't speak highly of it. It's an amazing group. I believe we have over 20,000 speakers in there now, coming from all walks of life. We have speakers that are just kind of thinking about, wanting to get on the stage and share their message. And we have speakers that have been in there well over 30 years. So you will not be disappointed. I will leave the link in the show notes so you can easily find it. So we are talking about a mistake new speakers make with their bio and how you can fix it. So what do you think really is holding you back from getting booked? You feel like you've done the things and put together the things. So what do you think is really holding you back from getting booked? I'm going to be honest. Writing your speaker bio isn't exactly the highlight of your week. I know. I know. I've been helping speakers do it for many, many, many years. Most people avoid it. You overthink it, or you default into something that's very vague, and safe. And then you wonder why your pitches aren't landing. Right? But here's the truth. Your bio, it's not just a filler content on your website or something you feel you have to put on your one sheet. It is your first impression. And I'm going to say this again, only because I've been working with speakers for over 23 years and planners, and I know this to be true. It is your first impression. It is your first impression. It's that quiet little handshake before anyone opens, your proposal. Before they look at your topics, maybe before they look at your one sheet or even watch a video. They're going to quickly scan your bio, who you are. So if you've ever hit send on an email, you heard nothing back, or you push the submit button on an online proposal, nothing back. The issue just might be, sitting at the top of your own document. Why your bio matters more than you think. A strong speaker bio does one thing really well, my friends. One thing. It makes it crystal clear who you help, how you help them, and what transformation you deliver. That's it. It's not about all the fluff, and the buzzwords are sounding impressive, the 100 credentials. You don't need to do that. This is about connection. It's about connection, showing the event planner that you're the right voice for their stage. That's all they want to know. And when it's done right, your bio quietly answers the planner's biggest unspoken question: will this speaker bring value to my audience? Will this speaker bring value to my audience? And they're also thinking in their head, I hope this speaker makes me look good, right? Because they want to do all the things right. Plus, they want to make sure that they're bringing value to their audience. So if you can nail that, you're going to be already ahead of 90% of other proposals that are being sent out. Now, here's where most speakers get stuck. They're like, I know, Wendy, I need a solid bio. I'll work on it. And they want to pitch, but they don't feel ready for some reason. And so they wait. And then what happens? Nothing. Nothing happens. Weeks can pass, months, still nothing. No gigs, no sharing your voice, no getting on stage. the momentum stalls before it even starts. And if that sounds familiar, I want you to know this. It's not being more polished, or more experienced. It's about taking that next small step, right? One foot in front of the other. It's about taking that next small step. Starting with a clear, aligned bio that actually sounds like you, whether you're writing from scratch, or giving the current one, like a refresh. Keep it focused. Make it authentic. And when you're done, you're going to be amazed at how much easier it is to move forward. And I know you're thinking, I can't. I've tried and tried. I've written my bio. So I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to take a break here for a minute. I don't want you to be stuck. And so our team, putting in a little plug here for Bobbi. And I might be a little odd, but I love Bobbi, and she is an AI bio assistant. And I get really attached to my AI assistants that we put out there for our speakers. But as I'm talking about her, she makes me smile because she's so super smart. So smart. You can put in your old bio and say, give me a refresh. Clear, crystal. She is trained and she's had everything designed in her brain to give you a fabulous, professional, perfect bio. So if you do not want to sit on your computer for hours and hours, and then get overwhelmed, walk away and say, I can't, it doesn't seem right, doesn't look right, I don't know if it's right, and I don't want you to get stuck. So in the show notes, I will leave the link to Bobbi so you can meet her and learn more. And then just be done with it. Okay, so you can move forward, so you can gain momentum. Her link, like I said, will be in the show notes. From bio to booked, what comes next? Once your bio is solid, it is time to get in front of the right people, right? You got to get in front of the right people. This is where a lot of speakers pause again, because now it comes to the pitching, right? The submitting proposals. And if you've ever felt stuck about how to start a conversation with an event planner, how to position yourself, or how to even follow up without feeling awkward, I want you to know you are not alone. You're not alone. But here is the good news. Pitching and sending proposals, it doesn't have to be complicated. I promise, it does not have to be complicated. It just needs to be clear. When you're pitching or submitting a proposal to a planner, to an event, you need to keep it brief and relevant and benefit driven. I'm going to say that again. You need to keep it brief, relevant, and benefit driven. Do not go on forever and ever. It will not get read. Listen to Wendy. I've been working with them for a very long time. So keep it brief, relevant, and benefit driven. I want you to lead with who you serve, what you offer, and why it matters to their audience. Maybe mention a talk title, or two. I teach one, but if you have to do two, you can. I actually teach you to, not to go off subject here, but to create one signature topic, becomes your umbrella, becomes your digital empire, and you build everything underneath that signature talk. I don't usually say mention more than one talk, but some people still want to do that. And it's okay. So mention a talk title or two that aligns with their event. Offer a simple call to action, something like, let me know if this could be a fit. I want you to keep your energy focused, not frantic, right? And don't be afraid to follow up. Do not be afraid to follow up, because this is where a lot of the booked gigs are going to come. This I know to be true. And professional persistence is a superpower in this industry. One small move can open big doors. So if you're sitting on a message that could help people, and you're ready to land that next gig, you're ready to create financial freedom for yourself and your family, I want you to start here. I want you to rework your bio to reflect the real you. A short bio. It does not need to be a long one-page bio. It will not get read. And then I want you to send your first pitch this week, your first proposal. And then we want to celebrate what? The momentum. That's what it's all about, is momentum. Tell my speakers all the time, I can teach all these things and throw everything at you, but if you do not implement, you're not going to gain momentum. And most speakers don't need to get better. They just need to get started. They just need to get started. Okay? And I'm going to throw in another pitch here, but since we're talking about proposals and pitching and all the things, we do have, it's called the Pitch Pack Pro. It is awesome. It has templates, DM scripts, all the things. I will throw that down in the show notes in case you're interested in getting that quickly done without spending hours in front of the computer. So you have got this, and your next opportunity might be just one pitch away. So do not give up. That is it for today's podcast. Thank you for listening in. And at the end of each podcast, I like to invite our listeners to a freebie that we have. And I believe this week it is a list of 50 events that are currently looking for speakers. So you will find the link in the show notes. You can click it on, go see if there's a fit, and start submitting your proposals, okay? Because one door opens another door, and it opens another door. You just have to be consistent and create momentum. So that is all, my friends. I will talk to you soon. Bye.